And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Pollard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Watson on 3rd down. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And touchdown! Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Diablos have taken a first-quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Lance being chased out left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Flush to his right. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. The tackle by Arik Armstead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 19. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very 1st quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun now for Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there.
oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Diablos are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
To throw, it's Lance. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Watson, off play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Second and 5 now. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Diablos are able to stretch out their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Diablos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll go for it. Lance. Flushed out right. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance going to throw. That is caught by Fountain. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Lance now to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, a lot of of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers...
Touchdown! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Diablos add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score at Diablos 35, Ravens 14.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 167 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The Ravens on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Mike, 44. Cut.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Lance. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fowler. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flush to his right. Able to find Isabella. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Throwing now, Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.